and welcome to the End Time Show for our channel. We'll be discussing how the all-seeing eye has infiltrated the fashion industry and these different clothing lines. Now, we know that the all-seeing eye has showed up in music videos with these hot musical artists showcasing this actual symbol. It has showed up in TV and movies. Now it's showing up in the fashion industry and all these different clothing lines. These multiple clothing lines are showcasing this actual symbol. Now, the actual symbol is not just the all-seeing eye, it's the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. And the main purpose of the symbol is to open up individuals' minds to the Luciferian consciousness. Folks, what it's doing is prepping people for the beast system, which the Antichrist, the son of perdition, will establish by having individuals or having mankind take the mark of the beast where you can't buy or sell. Now, even when we look at this particular picture of Donald Glover, which is the actor, and also too, he is a hip-hop artist known by his alter ego, Childish Gambino, for his music side of it. Now, he appears at the Met Gala event several months ago, and it looks like he's just appearing with a basic purple tuxedo. But when he turns around, he has this big, huge pyramid on the back of his tuxedo jacket showcasing the all-seeing eye symbol on there. Now, this isn't by accident. This is by design. It's no wonder that Satan uses these stars to promote his agenda with television, with movies, with the fashion, promote all the hottest fashion to gain the minds of people like, hey, that's really cool, that's really dope. I'm going to start wearing this. I'm going to start doing this. I'm starting to even see this symbol manifested in a way where individuals are now getting tattoos on their arms, on their neck, on their body, showcasing the all-seeing eye symbol, unaware that this symbol is connected in regards to the magical arts of the occult, within witchcraft, and within Freemasonry. Now, we're going to also examine what the basic background of the all-seeing eye and how it connects with the soon-coming beast system. Now, we're going to look at the writings of Alice Bailey and how it relates to the all-seeing eye symbolism that's being used within the clothing line to condition the minds and hearts of mankind. Now, Bailey is the founder of Lucis Trust, which was originally named Lucifer Trust. Now, this woman has a profound impact in regards to the establishment or the foundation of the New Age movement, also the spirituality of the United Nations. Now, within her writings, she wrote all these different books, and she was channeling a demonic spirit receiving all this information. Now, she talks about in her book, The Externalization of the Hierarchy. She says the gradual evolution of the individual thought process is to where his or her mind is naturally thinking in tune with the desired thought pattern consistent with the New World Order. The objective is to thoroughly condition people that they will not realize that their thinking is being framed by any outside agency or people. Rather, they will think that their thoughts are spontaneous. So when we're looking at example, this all-seeing eye is used as a magical way of opening up somebody's third eye and embracing the Luciferian consciousness. This woman went as far to wanting to establish a one world religion that would be based on the magical arts or the occult. So we see that people are slowly being conditioning through via the clothing lines, by fashion, by the entertainment. All these different methods are being used as, quote unquote, what she states, outside agencies that are framing the minds of mankind who are unsuspecting, not knowing what the symbol is, and it's prepping for the beast system. Famous Freemason and occult philosopher Manly P. Hall had to say this about symbolism. Symbolism is the language of the mysteries. By symbols, men have ever sought to communicate to each other those thoughts which transcend the limitations of language. Rejected man conceived dialectics as inadequate and unworthy to perpetuate divine ideals. The mysteries thus choose symbolism as a far more ingenious and ideal method of preserving their transcendental knowledge. In a single figure, a symbol may both reveal and conceal. For to the wise, the subject of the symbol is obvious, while to the ignorant, the figure remains inscrutable. Hence, he who seeks to unveil the secret doctrine of antiquity must search for the doctrine not upon the open pages of books, which might fall into the hands of the unworthy, but in the place where it originally concealed. As we take a look at this t-shirt with Aeropostale, we can see the all-seeing eye right in the center of this t-shirt. We have this next clothing line, Don't Trust Anyone, and as we can see, the same symbol, the all-seeing eye symbol. So it's just a continuation of these different clothing lines promoting the all-seeing eye symbol. Here we have a t-shirt by Dark Side Clothing Line. As we can see, it's filled with occult symbols, the skull here. We're focusing on the all-seeing eye. So they have an all-seeing eye inside of a pyramid right here in the middle of the shirt. Then when we look at the right side of the shirt sleeve, there's an all-seeing eye here, and then on the left side, an all-seeing eye. Now this t-shirt is produced by Ancient Explorers. Now, it's not only it's the all-seeing eye, but it's known as the all-seeing eye of Horus, or the all-seeing eye of Osiris, which this goes all the way back to the mystery schools of ancient Egypt. Now, this symbol is also popular within Freemasonry. And within Masonry, they believe this symbol represents God as the creator, or Osiris as the creator. And famous writer and famous Freemason Albert Pike had this to say about the all-seeing eye of Osiris. He states that it's the emblem of Osiris is the creator. He maintains that Osiris' power was symbolized by an eye over a scepter. So we can see the scepter over the eye. The symbol also represents the sun god. Also, we can see this symbol not only in ancient Egypt, but it's known within India as the eye of Shiva, which Shiva is the god of destruction. Now we're looking at Key Street Clothing Company, and the back of the t-shirt we can see One Nation Under Lock. We can see the pyramid sign or symbol here. We can see the key here. And we can also see the all-seeing eye. What I find ironic is we've been exploring these different clothing lines with the all-seeing eye, but also related to is we've been seeing the pyramid sign with the all-seeing eye right in the middle of the pyramid. Now, even the pyramid is a symbol and it has a message within itself. When we look at the writings of Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teachings of All Ages, he states this about the pyramid. He said, ancient Egyptians, the word for pyramid was washuta, which meant glorious light. Men entered into the pyramid or portals as men, and they came forth as gods. The pyramid is the great Egyptians' temple of initiation. So this goes all the way back to the book of Genesis, Genesis 3, when the serpent tells Adam and Eve, ye should be as gods. When Revelation 13, when you see the fulfillment of that, of people taking the mark of the beast, not only it is a economic system, but it's going to be a religious system where people are initiated into the beast system, into the Luciferian consciousness, and not only will they be ushered into the Antichrist kingdom, but men will start to believe that they're gods themselves. This is the message that Satan has been preaching over the centuries, and it goes all the way back to the Garden of Eden. You should never die, where we see some of the results of the doctrine of reincarnation, and also man can evolve into a god. Double 8, as we can see, the symbol of the all-seeing eyes right here. It's the actual symbol that's in back of the $1 bill. Here we have the UNIF clothing line, which they promote a lot of occult symbolism within their clothes. You can see in the back of this women's sweater, we can see the all-seeing eye here. We can see the pyramid here. Looks like rays of light beaming down on the all-seeing eye. We can see pyramids here, pyramids here. You can even see in the front of the sweater, looks like the all-seeing eye here. Also, what stands out in regards to this sweater is the lightning bolts. We see a lightning bolt here, lightning bolt here, lightning bolts there at the top, lightning bolts at the bottom. Now, lightning bolt is also a satanic symbol also too. When we look at the Word of God, Jesus states in Luke chapter 10, verse 18, that he saw Satan fall as lightning. We have the Tony Hawk clothing line, and as we can see, a pyramid here and the all-seeing eye here. So it just stays consistent, folks, on these clothing lines, how they're promoting the all-seeing eye with this pyramid. Now here we have the Obey clothing line. Now Obey, this clothing line, they really promote a lot of occult and Illuminati symbolism. It's one of the most popular clothing lines that's out there. Now we can see within this hoodie, we can see the pyramid here and the all-seeing eye. Now here's a t-shirt with Urban Outfitters. We can see the all-seeing eye here in the middle of this hand. We can see the pyramid here, and it looks like even a sun symbol here. So it's a lot of different occult Illuminati symbolism within this t-shirt that's made by Urban Outfitters. Now here we have the clothing line Android Home. We see LeBron James, the basketball star of the Los Angeles Lakers, sporting this t-shirt. This picture was actually taken 5 years ago, around 2013. So of course he appears much more younger, but we see the t-shirt here. We see with the pyramid, the all-seeing eye. We also see him flashing the OK hand symbol, which is known in most occult circles as the 666 hand symbol. So we see the picture over here. We see all the pyramids, all-seeing eyes here, big pyramid here with all-seeing eyes. So we can see Android Home is part of that collective group promoting this all-seeing eye symbol. Here we have the Magic Mushroom clothing line. Of course, this t-shirt is laced with the cult symbolism. We see the pyramid here. We see the all-seeing eye here and the magic mushroom. Now, we look at the connection of mushrooms. Mushrooms can be used as a way of being a hallucinogenic and open up your mind and your third eye to the spirit realm and to really get you into a spiritual consciousness. Now here's the last clothing line that we're going to observe. It's Shane Dawson. As we can see, Shane Dawson t-shirt here. We have the pyramid sign here and the all-seeing eye right here in the middle, right in plain sight. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to examine the true meaning behind the all-seeing eye from all facets of witchcraft, Freemasonry, the Illuminati, why this symbol is being promoted and is being a method of indoctrinating people when
They're wearing the clothing. They're seeing it in movies. They're seeing it in music videos. They're seeing it on television. The all-seeing eye originated in Egypt and in those satanic mysteries which God physically judged during the time of Moses, when he led the Israelites out of the land by the mighty hand of God. The all-seeing eye was a representative of the omniscience of Horus, the sun god. The Egyptian priesthood taught first that Maat, the goddess of truth and judgment, possessed a third eye. Later, the central text of the Egyptian mystery religions was revised, and a male god, Horus, the son of the goddess, was given the all-seeing eye. This is the symbol of higher clairvoyance. The master always possessed this sight. In India, this all-seeing eye was called the Eye of Shiva. The Egyptians represented Osiris by the open eye and placed this on hieroglyphic of him in all the temples. In the lodge, the all-seeing eye is omniscience of God. The eye never sleeps. It may also represent an ancient mysteries of higher vision. The actual symbol can be interpreted as the symbol of the all-seeing eye. It's the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. When a human being opens his third eye, it allows the person to make contact with Lucifer consciousness. It's a symbol of illumination. This is the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. The symbol is used for divination, hexes, curses, and control. So when we look over at Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, fully explains how the mark of the beast will be taken either on the right hand, which the right hand is symbolic of authority. So the beast and the dragon, which is Satan, will have authority over your life because you have been initiated into the beast system. You have made a Luciferian initiation to join the ranks of the satanic powers. And also, too, you've opened up your third eye. When we look at that scripture, it says, and he causes all, small and great, the rich and the poor, free men and the slaves, to be given the mark of the right hand or their foreheads. So in other words, folks, when you look at Eastern religions and you look at Hinduism and some of the other things and all, where you see the third eye is at the crown of the head or the forehead, you see the opening of the third eye, which opens you up to occult powers, which is demonic spirits that are manifesting and working themselves through you, where you feel empowered. You're not being empowered by the Holy Spirit, but you're being empowered by the Kundalini spirit. Even when you look at the basis of Eastern philosophy and religion, transmeditation and yoga, the belief is that the serpent spirit or the Kundalini spirit lays dormant at the base of your spine. When you begin to practice transmeditation and yoga, that spirit begins to travel up your spinal cord, which is opening up all the different energy levels, which are the chakras, which goes to the base of your head, which opens up your third eye. So in essence, when individuals are taking the mark of the beast, I know people want to say, with the chips, when some people are taking the microchips and everything like that, that's the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is going to be so far beyond just the Antichrist and the false prophet to track you. They have things to track you right now. It's a spiritual thing that's going to take place, which is going to transform the minds and hearts of mankind once they initiate themselves to serve and to worship the dragon and the Antichrist. They're going to be overtaken by demonic powers. They're going to open up themselves to these demonic powers where, as in the Garden of Eden, how the serpent made them believe that you can evolve into being a god. Also, too, when you look at the Kundalini spirit, the serpent spirit, it tells you in Revelation that the serpent of old has now become the dragon. So serpent power is the spirit of Satan or demonic powers that you're going to open up yourselves to. So with these clothing lines, with all CNI, with movies and these television shows and these music videos that are promoting the all CNI, it's a method of indoctrinating people to the soon coming Antichrist kingdom.